So I know we've settled on a metal casket, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you know what type of metal we were looking at as far as bronze, steel, stainless steel?
I like the look of copper.
Okay.
I just like that color a little bit more. I feel like my dad would have liked that too.
Definitely. Copper works in your price range too.
Yes, but I keep hearing all of this, and I've looked at your general price list. It kept mentioning different gauges. What does that mean?
So gauges is just the thickness of the casket, basically how heavy it's gonna be. You don't want grandma going in something real light, right? Easy
No.
to ding up. So we're gonna be looking more towards an 18-16 gauge. Okay, and then as far as those go, we do have the side pieces. So, you know, they were going to church a lot.
My father is a veteran, so I do like the eagle a lot.
Okay. So that would be perfect. So these are just pop on and off. Well, we're not gonna do that right now, but as you can see, this is what it would look like. Thankfully, we already have one on here. And then we have, for churchgoers, we have the praying hands. Essentially, any side ornament you were looking at, we can go back into that.
Can I mix and match? Can they all?
For
have
sure,
one?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get at least 4 because it's 4 corners.
Yeah.
So you can do that, and then as well, we have the backdrops, and we have magnetic pieces. So you would have something like this, and then, let me grab one right quick. It would essentially be a little medallion, a big medallion actually. And we have a bunch of different designs, and we could have it matching the corners.
Okay.
So those would all just stick on the back like that. And then as we work our way down, we also have 2 types of memory safes. So we have this little tube, whereas if you wanted to put money, a little love note, anything like that, you would roll it up and you would put it inside this tube. Okay.
Wow.
But then let's say you wanted to put something like a ring or a necklace, rosary, then we have something bigger like the memory drawers. So if we're looking at this, you know, we're looking more at the 16 gauges. We do make them with the 18 gauges, but they're more prevalent in 16s.
Okay.
And do you have a preference on color?
I like the color of copper.
Right.
But I think I would want it, you know, like the orangey copper tone plus like a darker tone, just so it's not
Okay.
so like.
So more of like a
Flat.
bronze-ish look?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. We have a lot of coppers that make it look like bronze.
Okay.
So over here we have a full size. I know this isn't typical in our area, but if you're interested, we do have them in stock. We can order them any shape, color that you wanted. The rounded corners is most likely going to be a 16 to 18 gauge. So that's how we're going to be able to tell that thickness of it and kind of expense wise. For you, we can easily go into the 16 gauges over here. It's a better example of that. So when we look at the flat sides,
And those corners just pop off.
right. We won't do that right now, but they're interchangeable. So we have plenty of different designs. We can go over here. So we're looking at copper, right?
Yes.
And we're doing 18 to 16 gauge.
I do like the rounded corners of that one.
Okay, yeah. So here's what we have. Is anything jumping out at you?
This is the one that
Okay.
I like the most.
Yeah, well, we can definitely do that. That fits perfect in the price range. It's not above 8, so we're sticking right in between 8 and 5.
Yeah.
It's a little bit on the higher end, but it's perfect.
And now this might be a silly question, but my father was a heavier man. Will these bend when the pallbearers pick him up?
So as far as the handles go, yeah, we do want to look out because these are going to come away from the casket like this. They'll swing out. Now we have other caskets that are stuck to the side and they don't pull out and they will look like this. However, I don't think we have to worry about that with your father. I think he'll be just fine in this.
Okay.
All right, and then we're going to look over to the burial vaults. Now, as far as burial vaults, did you want that kind of match the casket more, or?
Definitely.
Okay.
I don't want there to be too big of a clash.
For sure.
And the VA is kind of paying for most of it anyway, so I just kind of
Understood.
want to give him the best of the best.
Gotcha. So I would be looking at a Monticello. Okay. And then with the Monticello, we can have that in a more bronze color. Not this gold looking, but you know, more that copper look, copper bronze. As far as these go, we're just worrying about protecting the casket.
Mhm.
Right? So we don't want to put them in something cheap where the water's going to get to them. But as you can see here, without this, the head, he's not going to be too happy, right? Things are going to start caving in. If we get to a better on-a-line outer burial, which essentially is just this,
Okay.
this will help keep the water out.